damage in Street Fighter V, especially with that Colleen. His Colleen was one of the top, and for a long time he was considered the strongest in the West Coast before Chris CCH really started kind of jumping in there a little bit. So again, he's always at the top, he's always in the mix and everything like that. And now I'm going to be joined here by a veteran of the scene, Gustavo, 801 Strider.
Veteran now. Sounds...
Look, I remember seeing you at the Block at the Orange, that Street Fighter 4 tournament that Vi ran, for Level Up Productions, like way back in the day, like first year of Street Fighter 4 or something like that.
I was an 09er. That was seen as like derogatory almost.
Yeah. But yeah, go ahead and move the mic a little bit higher. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, I mean, how long have you been playing Street Fighter now?
Too long.
It's like the numbers are too big. I can't do that math right now.
That's too much.
But I mean, I was talking about this with NuckleDu while you were playing your match a little bit earlier here. And if you actually look over here, obviously you're going to be seeded number 3 now. Oh, actually, you have one more match to play. That's right. You have one more match to play. So we're not sure exactly where you're going to be seeded. You're either going to be 2nd or 3rd coming tomorrow. But, talking with NuckleDu, you two had a very similar route in Street Fighter V. You guys both played it at the beginning, and you both started getting really strong at the game. You were in Street Fighter League, et cetera, but then towards the end of the game, we didn't see as much of you. I mean, was it just a disinterest, or, what happened during that period of time?
Combination, honestly. Mostly... I mean, COVID just kind of...
Yeah, I mean, sometimes that's all you need to say.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like
COVID messed everything up, changed everybody's focus.
Yeah, and it's... For me, I play so I can play offline.
Right.
I use online as a means to an end, as practice, so I can, use what I learn, what I've practiced for offline, and with that being gone, the motivation was just dead.
Yeah, for sure. But
now with 6.
Yeah, how much of the beta did you manage to play for Street Fighter 6?
I played a bit.
And I see you using Kimberly. That was my favorite character as well, so I love seeing you do some damage with that character.
You have great taste.
But how do you feel about 6? And is this something that you're very interested in coming back and trying to regain some of that dominance that you had?
I'm interested in competing in it. If I'm good at it or not, that's a different question altogether, right? I'm interested in competing in it, and it's like starting from square one, basically. I'm gonna be one of the newbies. Everybody's gonna be a newbie.
Yeah, exactly. And honestly, your story is like one of my favorite ones to talk about, when it comes to Street Fighter, because it was you and Renzo, of course, Peru. The two of you out in Utah, you didn't have quite the scene like NLBCs or Wednesday night fights and such, but it was really you and Renzo just pushing each other to just keep getting stronger and stronger. And then you're, 2-time Capcom Cup qualifier? Or is it a 3-time Capcom Cup qualifier? Exactly. So, just showing how even before we had online, you were able to get to that level. And now with online, it's just, these strong players like Ending Walker and stuff can come from pretty much anywhere now.
Yeah. No, like, you don't need a strong local scene anymore. Back then, if you didn't live in Cali, SoCal or the East Coast, you were at a huge disadvantage.
Right.
But now with online, you're connected to everybody. It's going to come down to who wants it the most, basically.
Yeah, and I mean, talk to me about like how that was, just having you and Renzo going at it, just helping each other become such strong players. Like, what's the key to having a duo like that be able to keep each other growing that much stronger?
The key is you guys need to be very competitive. Like, me and Renzo are very competitive. And if, we were very close in skill, so we try to edge each other out, and during that process, we both improved.
Right.
So that's what happens in a local scene, but you usually have a lot of people like that, right? Like NLBC, there's at least 7 players that are in that level.
Yeah.
Now you just condense it to, just one other player, but that's really all you need. As long as the hunger's there and you keep wanting to improve, it's going to happen.
Yeah, because one of the things that's, interesting to talk about is that, despite the fact that the netcode is so good, there are some people who just don't have the ability to play online, or their internet just isn't that high quality. So again, if you can just find one other person and just train with them, you can be a three-time Capcom Cup qualifier as well. So there you go. Oh man.
Hey, what do you think of Guile in this game?
I think everybody even NuckleDu admitted how strong he is. I think most people agree that Guile's a very strong character. I mean, I felt like he blew up Kimberly. I don't know if you felt the same way about that too, but
yeah,
you're a better player than I am.
You have to take a lot of risks, but I feel like that's what Guile forces most characters to do.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, clearly this character is very strong, but also, coming from a Street Fighter 2 background, this is how kind of Guile was in the days, and we had to figure out how to fight him. We're kind of not used to that right now because 5 gave us so many anti-projectile tools, and 4 we could focus the fireball and build up our ultra meter, and so Guile had to be like, maybe I should stop doing this, And so I think we're just going to have to build up a lot of that kind of classic strategy again on how to take out Guile.
Walk and block.
Yep.
Walk and block. Patience. You can't just bulldoze. Well, actually, Nephew's doing a really good job on bulldoze.
Yeah, gets the cancel over here. Oh, goes to the Feng Shui engine and uses that for the reset over here. Not going to be quite enough to kill. And there's that EXX move.
Well, plus a burnout. Oh!
He wasn't even scared of that.
Oh, no! Oh,
wow!
That crouch fear's lost to that jump roundhouse. That's amazing.
We've almost that crouch fear's trades like all the time.
Yeah, that is amazing. That's unfortunate. You hate when that happens. You get an anti-air, but your anti-air loses.
Oh man, I know a lot of people were saying like, oh yeah, NuckleDu probably going to make it out on the first seed, of this pool over here, but Nephew taking him down like that, and